Hello, hello. Welcome to another developer stream here at World of Tanks Modern Armor. I am Tankz0rz. I'm accompanied by Mr. Bam. Welcome back, Mr. Bam.
Hello, thank you. I actually forgot I was not on stream last week because I'm losing track of time.
It's,
I'm like, oh yeah, I remember being there. We were talking about the upcoming D-Day event. I'm like, no, that was WoT.
Yep.
That was my boss, the creative director, not me.
Listen, you were definitely here with us in spirit, that's for sure.
You're in spirit, always watching.
So, how's the weather over there, Mr. Bam?
Yeah, I think I saw Plum asked in the chat, of course. How's the Chicago weather? I'm a little bit damp. I'm getting a little sweaty. I'm not going to lie. I may have to pump the AC. Mr. SPG said it best, hot and windy, and with a lot of cicadas. At least by me.
I don't have any cicadas, so that's all you. But yeah, it's getting a little warm. It's what is it, sunny, 76. Definitely windy. The windy's nice. And let's see, what is it? It's about 24 Celsius for our friends across the pond there. But you know, we're Mr. Bam, we're here to talk about tanks and all tanks related things. So why don't we go ahead and jump straight into what we have to talk about this week here?
Yeah, certainly. Let's kick it on off. We continue on with our Patriots season, of course, with several more weeks to go. But we are celebrating the National Day of Sweden with various events, tanks and bundles, of course. Starting off, the Stridsvorden, which just came out earlier this week. Hopefully you guys had a chance to see that one in battle or pick it up yourselves to try it out. This is a Cold War tank, part of the Independence affiliation. Era 3, so this is in the detente top of Cold War era, and classifies as a light tank. It mounts a 40 millimeter autocannon as its primary weapon that combines good penetration, damage, and of course damage per minute to take on other lightly armored vehicles, or good to penetrate the sides of course, heavily armored foes. The penetration and damage is higher than that of more common 25 millimeter or even 30 millimeter autocannons found on other lights. With this tank also comes with a dual ATGM launcher. These Bill ATMG launchers pack a punch with having one of the highest damage potential ATGMs in Cold War. What makes these particular ATGMs stand out is their acceleration, as it will get you to target very quickly, making them more effective at longer range. And this gives less time for the enemy to avoid being hit. Great mobility. The tank has great high top speeds and a very responsive turret, just to snap onto your targets and engage quickly and efficiently. And this Swedish Patriot arrives just in time for that National Day of Sweden, which happened on June 6th.
Awesome.
Display some of that support.
Mr. WoT was calling this the Weasel Hunter.
You beat me to it. That was going to be my comment, but we're perfectly aligned. Yes, the Weasel Hunter, Stridsvorden. So check out this tank in our store tab today, or as your time allows. We like doing giveaways here, Tankz0rz. Let's kick off.
We do.
I know in a lot of our streams we don't kick off the giveaways till later in there, because typically we try to always announce our giveaway when we are announcing like the brand new tank or the highlight tank of the stream itself, and that might come later in the stream. But I also always try to give you guys, both Twitch viewers and YouTube viewers, enough time to sign up, get your gamer tags entered into the giveaway. So start of the stream here. There you have it. Thank you, Tankz0rz. We're going to give 2 lucky winners their chance to have the Stridsvorden added to their account.
Definitely. If you would like to partake into this giveaway, please give us your Wargaming ID in that link, and you'll be eligible for our giveaway here.
Heart you right back, Goliath Games. I see you in chat. Shout out to everybody joining us on this fine Friday.
See, Steven asking for sign up for giveaway. Yeah, here we go. I'll link it again.
I might poke you one more time later, Tankz0rz. Like, hey, let's make sure that giveaway link is up there one more time.
Sounds good. Appreciate the reminders.
Yeah. So, also, just in time for National Day of Sweden, we have the On Track to the Kranvagen. This is available. That started on June 4th, and this will be running up until June 17th. In addition, 50% off the STRV M40L, that tank. Sorry, I was going to keep going here. As well as the Lago, the STRV M42, and the STRV 74. And then we also have a 30% off discount for the Leo, the Emil 1, Emil 2, and of course the Kranwagen. And then I think I just saw a shout out in the chat as well. Mr. SBG mentioned the 3 Crowns camo set. Yes, check that out. That is available in the store at a 25% discount. Thank you, Tankz0rz. Here we have it up on screen now. Looking very nice. Also great for National Sweden Day.
Looking snazzy. Can't go wrong with the Swedish blue and yellow here. Obviously, I don't know. It's always been one of my favorites ever since we added the whole Swedish line. I think it looks cool.
I mean, the yellow and blue are great complementary colors. They just go well together.
Yep.
But hey, if it's not enough Swedish content, of course, we got much more. We have these tanks returning for sale with 15% off in the premium tech tree, available for gold or free XP. That includes the STRV K, the Lansen C, the Emil 1951, Barracuda Emil 1951, the STRV 1, the Stark STRV S1, the STRV 81, the 43M Toldi, and lastly, the Earthshaker STRV 102. So shout out. Anybody in the chat, are you guys from Sweden? Any Swedish players with us today? Happy National Sweden Day.
Happy National Sweden Day for sure.
In addition, we also had a pretty big event, new battle game mode launched just earlier this week. Zots got to hype you guys about it last week, and hopefully you guys had a chance to try it out. We see from the development side of things that yes, this has been quite the engagement. I think you guys as a community and as players are really enjoying the big D-Day event mode that we launched to mark the 80th anniversary of D-Day. You know, this brand new PvE-centric game mode is meant to replicate the part of the Normandy landing and the turning point in the war itself. I feel like I probably don't need to explain the entire rundown and the expectations of the mode, because I get the feeling a lot of you guys in chat already had your chance and opportunity to play at least a single battle. I'm sure a lot of you guys played a lot of battles. This is something very near and dear to us on the dev team that we were working toward for several months, of course. And I have to stress, when internally in our playtests, we have very high engagement and excitement for either new tanks, new modes, event modes, you name it. We like to believe, like, okay, there's something special about this. And this could very well translate well with the community too. And you guys have kind of really impressed us in terms of how much you are jumping onto this mode. We have competitions going. We have a progression challenge up. So much happening and circling around this D-Day mode that, I mean, we're wowed, and we're very happy that this is being well received and you guys are really enjoying it. I think Tankz0rz, you guys had a chance to, on the Tuesdays stream, you guys did a few matches in the D-Day mode, yes?
Oh, definitely, yeah. We were having a big blast, and eventually it evolved into hey, let's do it as fast as we can, and then it became an unofficial, kind of community event that sparked a lot of competitive spirits. So it was a lot of fun.
For sure. I meant to actually just check it. I played once this morning. I am up to either stage 7 or stage 8 of the challenge op right now. So be sure, if you guys aren't seeing the challenge op, go into the event mode garage for D-Day mode and check out the challenges tab, and you will see the list of the challenges themselves. It's a 10-stage Normandy challenge quest. Get a lot of cosmetics. You get Creighton Abrams as a commander, and then of course the M4A3E8 Sherman as the final reward if you complete the 10-step challenge there. And a D-Day skin, plus many other cosmetics. Let's see. Yeah, be sure to keep checking out the D-Day mode. This will be lasting up until next Tuesday's restart. So you still have a full weekend to get through it. But I got more to talk on D-Day because I wanted to pull some early stats for you guys. We're only 3 days in since it came out, and a lot of impressive data points that I wanted to go over a little bit with you guys just to see how you guys are doing, how many battles we played, average damage, etc. And I'll also do a little quiz with maybe a mini giveaway if someone gets it wrong. Ooh. Let's start off here. I did a data poll for amount of battles by a landslide. Let's put it up on screen right now. What tank is played the most in this mode? The Calliope. I know Zots kind of brought this to attention last week. Hopefully, I think that message went out loud and clear. This tank really does feel great playing in the D-Day event mode and is more than even double the second place tank, which is also a lot of fun in the event mode too, of course, the Hellcat. Then we have the Thunderbolt, of course, one of my favorites, the M6. I love just being able to push up forward and bounce some shots where possible and really taking advantage of that secondary weapon, of course. So, but look at that, 62,000 battles in the Calliope. Impressive stuff, everybody.
I was the one that was driving the Sherman Fury down there.
I do juggle between the Calliope myself, the Fury, and the M6. That's kind of my go-to sets.
If I had to be
I also try out some of the other ones just to shake it up a little bit.
If I had to be truthful though, I eventually tried the Calliope and I was like, oh man, this is crazy.
There's a lot of damage potential. And we'll be hearing more about the Calliope because we got some more data points. Before you share the next one, Tankz0rz, I want to put out a little test, a quiz to the players.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. And I'm going to tack on a reward to this. We'll do a countdown. There'll be a 1 minute. You get 1 minute to the first player that can guess what tank this is. We'll give that user 3 days of premium.
All right.
Tankz0rz, if you can also keep an eye on the YouTube chat. I apologize. I only have the Twitch chat available on my side.
I got it.
This is a bit of a trick question, too, so this is interesting. D-Day mode, what tank do you guys think is the highest average silver earner in the number of battles it has played? 1 minute. Let's go. We got, right now it's 2:18 CT time here.
I got my finger on the buzzer here.
On the buzzer here? Okay.
Yeah.
We got some close ones here. You guys are close. Someone got it pretty close. This is a trick question.
I think I saw it already.
Did you see it on YouTube?
On Twitch.
You saw the close one.
Oh, the close one.
Yeah.
It's a trick question. I see.
It's a trick question. This caught me off guard when going through the data. And there's a reason for it, which I will explain. You tell me when it's time.
I'm seeing a couple close ones. We got 40 seconds. 15 seconds left. Come on, we could do it.
It's a bot. It says anxious.
No, it's not a bot. There's another close one here on Twitch.
Some of you are saying it, but it's not quite it.
It's a variation of it.
Variation.
So we're giving a slight little bonus of 10 seconds. All right, 5, 4. Oh, there it is.
Oh, we got it. I see it in the chat.
Yep.
Unless you see someone else had mentioned it in the YouTube chat.
Oh.
Nope. SWFC Ricardo, the T14 PlayStation exclusive tank, is our currently highest average silver earner in Cold War mode. If we could put that, mind putting up the graphic now? We'll show the players.
Sure thing here.
Got it at the buzzer. Congrats, Ricardo.
1 second while we swap this little image. There we go. I'm just double checking YouTube chat, but I believe, he was the only one.
So here's what's interesting about this tank. And you can see how close it is. The Fury is the other really good earner of the D-Day mode. However, there is a very important caveat here. The T14 PlayStation version, I don't know if this is a single user or a couple users. This is skewed data because that tank has been played a total of 5 battles. 5 battles in the D-Day mode, and it managed a very high earn for the D-Day mode. So it caught me off guard, and I had to dig a little bit into it and thought it might be a fun quiz. So congrats to you, Ricardo. 3 days of premium reward for getting that at the buzzer.
Awesome. I feel like whoever played this tank here, the T14 PlayStation exclusive, they were just like retiring as champion. They were like, you know what? We made a lot of silver. We're gonna call it a day here. Next tanks.
It could be a max of 5 players. Maybe 5 different players played a single match and all played well.
Awesome.
So to Gabrielle's point, the Fury is would technically be the best highest silver earner on average. Let's see, in the previous graphic, we don't have to show it up again. Yeah, the Fury was actually played about 12,000 times. 12,000 and a half. Anyway, thought that might be a fun little data quiz with you guys. But we do have some more to go over. What tanks are the best damage givers in the mode itself? I was actually kind of surprised by this one a little bit, but the M6 is the highest average damage giver, destroying all the tanks out there and getting that damage. Of course, this one also most likely has the highest survivability, of course, with its better armor. But a close second, the Calliope, which I would have guessed would have been the first place with those rockets. But right now, yes, the M6 on average is dealing the most damage.
Right now that you mentioned survivability, I found it kind of funny because sometimes I'll be trying to take cover like behind a rock, and then I'll be getting shot I'm a little Calliope up top, you know. I'm like, no, stop shooting my head.
You know what I was doing in one of the modes? I mean, we saw it in the data. There's so many players going out with the Calliope. Mm-hmm. I will sometimes position myself based on the elevation, of course, fire in between the rooftop of the turret of the Calliope and the rocket rack. You got a nice little open gap, and you got just perfect coverage to protect yourself from incoming shells. I thought that was kind of a nice little tactic. Felt fun. But let's talk about the inverse. Who are the players in tanks taking a little bit too much damage? Who are putting them out on the front lines and maybe zerging toward the enemies a little bit too closely here, right? Which tanks, on average, take the most damage?
I had to guess maybe some speedy boys.
Some quick boys.
There's
correct.
There's a speedy
Super
boy
Chappy,
right there.
#1 there. Not too far off from the T-37 though.
That you know, when we were playing on our Tuesday stream, it was Wing Racer, myself, and KB. Wing Racer kept getting shot by, what is it? The little tier 3 bot. I forget which one it is, but
PZ1C, I think it was.
I think it's one of those. Yeah, and he just keeps shooting, and
those are clearly spitballs.
Well, yeah, but for some reason they kept penetrating through Wing Racer's armor. So yeah, the PZ1C.
Oh, Tactical Potato has a good point. I did not do a data pull for damage blocked. Maybe we'll do that next week. After we have a full week after the event has come down, maybe we'll try to revisit and do another stat review. If that's of interest to the players.
Damn, you do realize that's my favorite stat, right? Damage blocked, that's me.
You are the tank.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a few more stats to share. One more graphic on it, of course. Which tank is getting the most destroys, the most kills in the game, of course. This one is an obvious one. The Calliope. It might not be getting the highest average damage, but it's definitely getting those kills, squeaking out the M6, which is in second place there.
I would have put the Fury a little higher, but I guess it all makes sense, right? The Thunderbolt, the Fury, the Jumbo.
Yeah. And there you get see it one more time. The T14 PS, the PlayStation exclusive T14, in third place. They managed a good high average of kills in those 5 battles.
When we were playing on Tuesday, some of our platoon mates were getting like 20 kills, 18 kills, something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, we'll get into some high record kills and speed runs in just a moment here. There's more to talk about D-Day mode. We'll be wrapping up soon, but I mean, this has been so juicy and a lot of stuff to talk about and exciting that we got more. Okay, I don't have graphics to show for these next ones, but just some current numbers going on for total number of battles played for D-Day mode. We are currently at, and I say we, as players, as a community, as devs, collectively 42,564 battles played in D-Day mode. 42,000 battles.
That's
and that's in 3 days. That's a lot of battles. I wasn't ready for that one. Next one is the win rate. This one I think was interesting because we had some internal debate about this a little bit, and I was willing to be wrong on this. The win rate for the PvE D-Day mode is 84.5%. So, as you guys might expect, it's purely a PvE collaborative event, and we want it to be a little bit more on the easier side. I did have some conversations like, man, maybe we do have to make it a little bit harder. In our own internal play tests, we're like, maybe there's a little bit more we can do in that final HQ capture area, maybe one more Tiger, etc. But maybe we're thinking about the players that are very high skilled, the core users, you guys, of course. Maybe this mode is a bit easy for you, but there is, in fact, a number of players that do struggle in this a little bit, and we want to make this also accessible for some newer and younger players just getting into the game if they have their first Tier 5 and Tier 6 tanks. So to that end, the 84% feels really good, and maybe sometime in the future we figure out some way to add some difficulty sliders in certain ways.
See a comment here from Magic Fishy, and they're saying, add a mouse to the enemy team? Oh my goodness.
We did joke about that at one point.
Will we be able to take it down?
Let's add a little time portal, and an Abrams comes flying in.
Oh, I mean, now we're not even playing fair.
A few more stats. We'll kind of wrap up here. So average enemy tanks that are destroyed per battle, 77 enemy tanks are being destroyed in each battle on average. Fantastic on that one. Average damage given per battle is 44,000. And the average match time is about 12 minutes.
I'm sure some people can do it faster than that, right?
I think there is. As a matter of fact, great segue, Tankz0rz. If you guys haven't seen it, KB had posted on our Discord channel. There is an active competition going on right now, and this will run until the D-Day mode ends. We want to see who can deal the most amount of get the most amount of tank kills in a single match in D-Day mode, and you will receive rewards. And likewise, who can complete the D-Day event mode in a single match the fastest. And we have some really strong current contenders on this right now. Let's show our first one here. This is our best contributor for most vehicles destroyed in a single match, Diskra, with 42 tanks destroyed. This was pulled as of this morning. If anyone had beaten that record, or if you guys want to recheck your log reports, maybe in case you did hit a high record, head on over to our Discord channel, post the picture, and you could be eligible to receive some rewards. The reward for this category will be a set of D-Day 80th Anniversary camo and 5 D-Day 80th Anniversary emblems. So keep up the hard work, Diskra. Can anyone beat his score of 42 vehicles by next Tuesday?
That is a lot of tanks.
That's a lot of tanks.
That is a lot of tanks.
And then, best speed run. This is going to be eligible to the entire team, all the players, all 7 players who were present in the battle, for the fastest completion time. I believe Zots last week had shared a D-Day speed run that we as designers had done internally. We were just sub 7 minutes. And wow, this blows me away. Here's the team we have up right now. between, this is CQ2, Ilaqueta PO, Koza GG31, X Multi, Parappa Papa 23, Genki 38239, and Mr. Nice Russ. These guys right now, they hold the record for completing the D-Day mode. Here we have this is Koza's screenshot. Sorry, I was looking for the name. The current record is 3 minutes 51 seconds. D-Day mode completed in 3 minutes 51 seconds, held by Koza and the other 6. I know he had some platoon mates, and they currently hold the record. And it was presented to me, the replay of how they did it, because we were very curious on the design side, like, okay, that's crazy. How did it happen? I'm not going to share the tactic. Right now, they are king on the D-Day mode speed run. I still open it up to the rest of you. If you want to try to challenge that 351, please do so. I think they had a really good tactic in mind, and let's see if anyone can beat that. The reward for the best team to have the fastest speed run of D-Day, each player will receive 7 days of premium time and 5 D-Day 80th anniversary emblems.
It was definitely a lot of fun trying to get like the fastest time, right? Because we went on a Tuesday stream and we're like, all right, let's play, and we're like, we hear that this team over here did it in X amount of time. We're like, oh, we could beat that, and then we're getting close, and then eventually, I think we pulled. I sent you a screenshot. I think we did.
Remember, there was conversation points. I forget what you guys hit.
6 minutes, I believe.
6 minutes.
Yeah, 6.
You beat us.
6:15, something like that, and we thought we were like, oh, we have it in the bag, and then like before we were even done with the stream, like someone else had already, taken the record. So it's definitely been a nice little, community competition here.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, check out our Discord channel. There is a whole forum section where this competition is being held, where players like yourselves are submitting your PBR post-battle results screen results. Lastly, just to comment a little bit more on just the success of the D-Day mode, the excitement internally that we are having, a lot of the ongoing discussions. I was on stream about a year ago. In fact, this was at Tankfest, which is coming up, by the way, as a reminder. A year ago at Tankfest, we debuted our initiative as developers, as us here at World of Tanks Modern Armor. We wanted to start looking deeply into providing more event battles to you as the players. We wanted to find new engaging ways that you guys can play event battle modes, not just toy tank mode, not just Halloween mode, but take your own owned vehicles in new ways and enjoy them in new battles that you couldn't have done before. And so over the course of last year, up until now, you guys might recall a lot of different event modes that we had done, like the new control mode with the respawn mechanics. We introduced the Super 7s, the Lucky 7s and Super 10s events. Then there was a few other ones. We're doing a lot of testing the waters. We'd like to see what things players really gravitate toward, which ones were really exciting to the players. Also collecting, not just feedback, data points as well in terms of earnings. How can we do better to provide better, like silver, maybe XP earnings to the players, and find which things stick well. And so it did make sense as we were marching closer and closer to the anniversary of D-Day that we think strongly on a more narrative-driven event. And so, and to make it, of course, it going to be focused on a Tier 5 and Tier 6 gameplay, we wanted to make sure it was still relatively profitable. And profitable it really is. For a long-going 15-minute match, I mean, seeing people get close to 200K in their matches for a Tier 5, 6, very good earnings on that front. But you guys have been loud and clear about your feedback and your admiration for this. Just know, we hear you. And myself and Tankz0rz, our creative director that you have seen on stream a few times already, and he will certainly be back again too, we are thinking very strongly on a lot of the feedback points that you guys have mentioned in YouTube videos, on the Discord channels, here on the stream, things that certainly are already on our mind that we want to think on more events battles into the future. So Just again, thank you guys. Keep enjoying the D-Day mode. Again, it runs until Tuesday. Again, check out the Discord channel for the competition. And hey, let's make more event battles and more fun, exciting experiences for you guys in the future.
Awesome.
Really quick, just to wrap up a few more things on the D-Day. I almost forgot about this part. We do have D-Day sales in the store currently going on. So these tanks, very much like the Swedish ones, will all be 15% off on sale in the premium tech tree, available for both gold or free XP. Your choice on how you want to spend that. That includes the Pudel, the 50 TP prototype, the King Tiger, the Aguila HWK30, the M4A1 Revelrise, the AMX 1357, the Paladin Carnarvon Action X, Cromwell B, T54E2, and the Demolisher T28. And there will also be discounted 80th anniversary D-Day camos, emblems, and inscription bundles, along with the Calliope. Of course, you guys are seeing that one roll around all over the place in the D-Day mode. We also have the Hellcat 105 HMC and the Super Chaffee all in bundles. But worth mentioning, both the Hellcat and the Super Chaffee will be available in separate bundles. The Calliope, however, is only going to be available in the Beach Stormers bundle that includes all three of those tanks. And guys, that is a wrap on this week's events, content, sales, etc. I think that takes us.
Just a quick reminder here, we have a giveaway going for this STRF, the Stritchforden 904056. So if you'd like to enter into that, or if you've already seen it, go ahead and click on that link, give us your Wargaming ID, and you'll be eligible for our giveaway. We're giving 2 of them away.
2 away.
All right, so that was last week, or this week. What about next week, Mr. Bam?
Excellent. And thank you for the reminder of the giveaway. I'm over here like, Tankz0rz, I'm going to remind you. You're reminding me. You're on top of this. Okay, next week, some weekly sales. We have 30% off our wallet savers. This includes the Rhine Metal Scorpion, T95E2, the T62M1, and the Teledyne Continental Motor AGS, or the TCM AGS for short. The super savers this week are seeing a bit of a change. The more that you play, the bigger the discount you earn. This week's are based around the Assault on Terborg. The assault begins with the captured King Tiger that you can unlock at 10,000 XP. This will be available for a 72-hour offer duration at a 15% discount. Then we also have the City is Ours for the captured King Tiger. This will unlock, the discount will unlock at 25,000 XP and be available for also 72 hours, and that will be at a 30% discount. And then the breakout begins. You can get the captured King Tiger at a full 60% discount when you unlock 50,000 XP. And that is also going to be available during 72 hours.
Awesome.
Then we got some more skin and tank skin and commander sales. Some of the commanders that we have coming out next week include the Ladies in Charge bundle that includes Iris Amir, Lara Last Stand Levy, one of my favorites, and Leia Jagger. And then the Girl Power, another one of my favorites, female 3D commanders, the Phantom of Falun and Vesquez. And then the last commander bundle, the Hands On, that includes Mary the Mechanic and Vera Pravda Tserna. And then for tank skins, and I'm going to try to go slowly here because these are not new tank skins, but returning into the store, and Tankz0rz is going to showcase them for you guys on stream here. So starting off, in the KV2, we have the Sophia style tank skin. There we go. I was like, wait a second, that didn't look like a KV2. Up next, right, you got multiple angles. Very nice.
You keep going.
All right, Type 64, the Ryuxi style tank skin. For the AMX CDC, the Chloe tank skin. For the Progetto M40, the Aurora style tank skin. For the TVP T50, the Aliska tank skin style. Then the Sherman Jumbo, we have Lady Luck style tank skin. Fantastic. In the Type 5, the Himari style. She's a bit hidden with all that foliage on there. And then for the Kranwagen, Alice style. Alice. And then the CS59, the Silas style. And last but not least, Hetzer with the Mia style.
I like the little cross hatchings in the front. Like, how many tanks did you get?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
It's a cool little detail.
I'm looking at a thumbnail. Yeah, so that's all the tank skins. Again, launching on I said launching, returning to a store near you on Tuesday. Other events and challenges that we have coming up. Father's Day is going to be happening next weekend. So, of course, we can't forget about that. Wojtek, the 3D Commander bear, is going to be on sale right in time for Father's Day. Who doesn't like a nice big cuddly bear? Plus, from June 14th, we will have a ×3 daily XP bonus and earn by just collecting a lot of XP. And then we have various flag tanks on sale. That includes the very appropriately named Fatherland tank, the Hammer, a fan favorite, the Senshi Star 2, and the Ziska, all coming for the Flag Day sales next week. Then we have Tank Mastery. You guys know this one. Pick your class and get the aces and master your tanks. And you can earn various consumables, boosters, premium time, and your class mastery emblems along the way. War chests are coming back and ongoing. This is the exact same as before with the tank war chests. And these tanks will include a wave of tanks such as the LTP, the A32, the Rhino, the Warden, the Jaguar 1, Elvis Stormer, Ruthless, Lorraine, AMX M4, and various more. And then we also have some summer war chests coming. This does include both commanders and garage gear. Not going to read through this very long list. You guys can certainly find all the details on our portal article when that does go live. But various 2D commanders that will be available in the summer war chest. And then, like I said, various garage gear items as well. The return of the German Shepherd, the T-3485 under repair, the motorcycle, a pallet with tank tracks, and then some fan favorites, including the good old broom and bucket. And various other garage gear will also be available. Drop tables, of course, will be present to see in our portal article as well.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and head on over there for the entire list there. I see a question here from Kasumi, and they're asking, what's the giveaway for today? The giveaway for today is Stridsforden. The 90, 40, 56. So if you'd like to enter, go ahead and click on that link in chat.
Alula Tico, what's the drop rate for the tanks in the chests? I don't have those notes offhand. Like I said, when the portal article goes live, I'll have to confirm with our publishing team because I don't know off the top of my head when that's going live. Might be after the stream or maybe next week. Drop rates will be present on the portal.
Awesome. Thank you.
A few more things to wrap up, and then we will dive into some Q&As. Liberty Falls. This is a map, a new returning map that we brought back at the start of the Patriots season. As you guys know, we like to make these returning maps or even new maps be in higher frequency in rotation for at least a week or two. The frequency of which Liberty Falls has been in rotation has already been reduced as of last Tuesday. But worth mentioning, we hear the feedback from you guys and got the request to take a look at this map and viability for high tiers in World War II. Just note, we got this looked at in terms of not just community feedback, but also looking at the map balance itself. There is, in fact, an issue with that map in its size. Its visibility and view range, of course, the way it's laid out, wasn't very viable for the high tiers in World War II. So come this Tuesday, Liberty Falls will be getting pulled from tiers 9 and 10. We will be keeping it into Cold War Era 1 at this time. Balance, at least on the data side, suggests it works out well, but I want to hear it from the players. Let us know if this is a map that you guys find frustrating or just not too much fun into Cold War Era 1, and we will revisit that. So,
I have a concern here from the real Coast Daddy. They're saying that they didn't receive their tank from last week. Go ahead and message me on Discord. So message tank, and we'll get that sorted out for you. Sorry about that, Mr. Bam.
No, all good. I was reading the side comments. I'm getting some info on the side. Okay, I got confirmation. If you guys are curious about the tank war chest and summer war chest, the drop rates and all the information and all the content, that portal article will be available on Tuesday when they go live.
Awesome.
Last thing to make mention of, Warhammer 40,000. We started this off a few days after the launch of Patriot Season, of course, and you guys have been doing excellent progress on the big community op challenge. And collectively, we are nearly there at completing the challenge itself. Last I checked, we were currently at about 16,400,000 on progress to the target of 17,500,000. So we're just a million shy. We still have 5 more days plus some change to wrap it up in order for you as players to unlock the greatest discount on the Rogel Dorn, upwards of 50% off. So, and all that being said, this is also a last call before, stream next Friday, because I know players ask, when are you bringing licensed content or this IP collab content back into the game? When can I see more of the Warhammer stuff? Anytime we do licensed content, we cannot promise that we can have an estimated time that they will return, if return at all. It's always up to discussions and meetings that we have with the IP owners. So if the Warhammer content, whether it's the new Rogel Dorn or the content we released last year, the 3D Commanders, this will be your last chance up until Thursday to either pick them up in bundles or get some of that content through the challenge ops. So just a final warning, last call for Warhammer content up until Thursday.
Call your friends, call your family, tell your neighbors, tell your dogs, because we don't know if they'll return after that, right? It's always the same deal with all our licensed content.
Exactly. So, all right, Tankz0rz. We're almost at a wrap today, but I think we have some time for Q&As.
Sounds good. All right, let's start it off here. First question here is, when will the Skoda TR line be finished in Cold War? It's been 1.5 years since Era 2, and there's no news about
anything about coming in Era 3.
Yeah.
More news on that this year.
Okay.
Expect something about that soon.
Mm-hmm. Next question here is, will Military Commander War Chest return this year? Do we have any plans for that?
So our Commander War Chests, and yes, these are the ones that are purchasable for gold, not the DLC ones. These will regularly feature military-themed commanders, and due to the current Patriots season theme, we have new 2D commanders releasing alongside various 3D military commanders, and a refresh that will be taking place fairly soon. We do regularly update the war chest with various different themes, so players keep an eye out on our refresh announcements to learn about new commander offerings. And like I just made mention of a few minutes ago, we already have, with the summer war chests, new different commanders available. And yes, there will be other war chests, commander-related war chests coming very soon.
Awesome. Next question here is, when do you plan to port over the maps from PC version
Right. Well, as a matter of fact, this process has already begun. In fact, Nabelberg, if you guys recall, last year was the first map that we did a full-on port from PC. This map has never been in World of Tanks Modern Armor in the past by any means. But we are, in fact, working on another PC-ported map that you might be seeing this year. Stay tuned on that. However, in case I'm misconstruing the context of the question of port and PC maps, in case you're asking about current maps that we have in our game that have different revisions from PC side of things, nothing currently in the plans of making those transitions over at this time. We do have conversations and understand that that is a request by the players. We are still working that out in the pipeline, but right now we have a lot of other maps kind of in the backlog that we are working toward, as well as porting over brand new maps that have not seen the light of day on World of Tanks Modern Armor. But certainly porting over and making revisions based on what PC had done in the past is something we need to investigate.
Next question here is, why is the World War II version of the NM116 Panzerjäger, why does it have French camos?
Let's see, it's a Norwegian tank added in the U.S. Premium Vehicles Tech Tree, and they would deem the U.S. or Swedish camos are more suitable.
Right.
I did bring this to attention to Plague, our lead vehicle designer. Quite honestly, this sounds like a bug, possibly. So it's something we will investigate and get a ticket to look at. It should be fairly easy to update the tank and support Swedish camos.
Awesome. Next question here is, can we get a skin for the M103A1 in post-war?
For the M103A1, a new tank skin. Hey, as always, thank you guys for the suggestions. We get so many requests for, I would love to see this tank or that tank to get the tank skins. And our pipeline can only churn out so many of them at a time per like season release. We always like to see the interest in skins for specific vehicles. And this will be one we add to the docket of review and figure out if it's something that we can do in the near interim.
I like how you're adding a workload to Mr. SPG's plate there. He's like, oh, changing the nation camos.
Sorry, Mr. SPG. I make a lot of work for people here sometimes, I think. Huh?
That's your job, right? Next question here is, will the M1A2 receive a lower plate nerf now that its upper plate weak spot is gone? Do we have any plans to do anything like that?
So yeah, this is in regards to our shell penetration and ricochet shatter updates that we had done with the launch of the season. And again, I relayed this over to Plague just to get his kind of input and advice on this one. The lower plate will definitely not be getting a nerf now that the upper plate is technically working as we intended. The main reason is the caliber change was adjusted to remedy unintended penetrations on those panels that should have easily been blocking shots all along. The lower plate is thick, but the normal weak spots of the tank itself are still very present and can certainly be hit.
Next question here is a two-parter. Question number one, how many GORZ medals have players managed to earn in Tier 10 after RD 2.0?
Okay, let's start with that one. And shout out Mr. SPG, who got me the numbers on this one. Because this is an interesting one that I'm glad this was brought to attention, and this is something that we are addressing, but we'll get to that in just a moment. So he got me the numbers of not just the number of players who earned it just after the RD 2.0, but even how many earned it last year and the year before. So let's date back to 2022. This is pre any RD 2.0 changes that we've been adjusting, and 197,000 players were able to earn the GORZ medal. As of last year, where we did make our adjustments to RD 2.0, that has significantly dropped to 184. And then this year, of course, we're only halfway through the year at 88. There clearly is an issue here to sort out, but I think this goes into the next question if you want to follow up, and then I'll answer that one.
Next question, the second part of the question is, why hasn't the medal requirements been adjusted to match the increase in hit points that the pool of arties now have? For example, the T92 HMC now has 1400 hit points, and it's pretty much impossible to deal over 14,000 damage in a battle.
So we did get a ticket out for this, and it's on design right now. We're looking to get a fix in probably as soon as next season. We fixed up the medals that required an absolute number of arty kills that reflect the fact that it used to, because we reduced the number of SPGs that could be viable in a match, and it's like restricted at 3, but most of the time the matchmaker will do its best to keep it at 2 or less. But yes, we did not fix anything in regards to the HP values, because yes, we increased the HP, and now the Gorz medal has become a very, very hard and difficult medal to even achieve anymore. So note that the ticket has been made. We are looking into it and expect adjustments for that in the future.
Alrighty. Let's see. One more question. Let's see. When any clan events or clan dedicated in-game mechanics, when will clan events or mechanics be implemented? Do we have any plans for that?
Can't say the when, but yes, we are in fact currently looking at new features and content for clan players. This is a very big area of interest that we are investing a lot of time with internally with the team, and we will be very excited to share news with you guys soon.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Bam here, I almost called you Mr. SPG. We still have some giveaways going here. Why don't we go ahead and give those away here? Sure
thing. We've got 2 lucky winners getting the Tankz0rz Den.
Alrighty. If you look at our little chat here, Mr. Bam, that is one winner, and I'll read the other winner.
All right. Do you want me to start it off then?
Go for it.
All right. Our first winner receiving the Tankz0rz Den, we have Charging Iwi 22. Congratulations, Charging EWE 22. I'm not sure if it's Iwi or you, Charging you.
Awesome.
Congratulations regardless.
Our second winner here is Jellied Penny 08. So congratulations, Jellied Penny. You are a lucky winner as well. Both of you will be receiving your brand new Tankz0rz tank. And it'll be added auto-magically as always. Yep. All right. Well, I think that about concludes our stream for today. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. And as a reminder, we'll be streaming on Tuesday, so go ahead and hop on by, say hi. We'll play some games with the community. For those of you watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to go raid one of our contributors. For everyone else, have a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you on the battlefield.
See you on the battlefield, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Take care. Bye.